Careful, careful, please. Goodness. There's Tom Duffy in his new chair. Probably slept in it all night. Just reading noir books in his new chair. There's Mr. Frank. Probably does not have a new chair. Tom Duffy has a new chair. Frank, probably not. More than likely, Frank has an old chair. Yep, old chair. They're saying about the chair lady from high school. God, I want to hear the chair lady story. Is this an Adam Sandler song? I think I saw this SNL episode. I think we all need the chair lady story today. Love to eat turkey, exactly. So the chair lady was an infamous substitute teacher who believed in her heart of hearts, or heist, that she was a chair in a past life. She told kids this. High school kids. And you guys were all like, whatever you're on, lady, we'll smoke it too. Or high school kids. We do drugs. Obviously like you do. Did anything else happen to her? Nowadays, the substitute teachers are having sex with 12-year-old boys getting pregnant. I had that conversation with my wife not too long ago. I was like, well, another substitute teacher somewhere. She had sex with three of her 15-year-old students at once. She had a little orgy thing going, a foursome. And one of the moms saw text messages. She's like, "That's awful." I'm like, "Not for three 15-year-olds who are banging." I said, and she was cute too. She was like 27, 28. I said, "Listen, I know the law part of it. I know. I'm not saying what she did was right. I'm just saying, as a 15-year-old boy, that's got to be pretty cool. I mean, let's be honest." So I didn't understand that part of it, though. Not like 15-year-old Armand would have crazy enjoyed that. Once a homeroom class just sat there chanting "chair, chair, chair" until the principal came and sent her away, so they would stop. Did they eventually fire her, or did she keep coming back? Or was the next person like, "Oh, I know her because in the past life I was a table"? Always a fucking chair lady, though. You know what I'm saying? She was a sub for years. Tortured, merciless. Why would you tell people that? I'm going to have Amanda, because she's still substituting. I'm going to have Amanda do that. You wonder where that lady is now. You know, she probably passed away, and who knows what she came back as. She probably came back as Tom Duffy's new chair. Tom's sitting on her right now. And she's like, was that Frank Edler? I remember him. He used to torture me mercilessly. In one of my classes, they were giving her the usual torture, and her big comeback was, "All your parents are coffee tables." Wow. I bet that shut them right up. She was odd. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty odd. No, the chair lady. I'm surprised I never heard that story, Frank. It's a phenomenal story. I'm surprised there's no exploding chair lady. There's no death gets a chair lady. Chair lady gets a book. Shocker 4 chair lady. So many freaking ideas, you know. You write what you know. You ever heard that expression? Write what you know. You know about the chair lady. That'll be my next short story. Chair coin, exactly. And then you can bring her with you when you do signings, but it's just basically just a folding chair. Was she a specific kind of chair? Was she like a really expensive chair? Was it more like, oh, she's like she was a throne? Or was it any of those types of? Was she just like some, broken rocking chair somewhere? Where are you? What are you doing? Dog's here today. Reggie, exactly, right? That's a great book. What's up, Sean? She was a wooden chair, but she wasn't the tree the chair came from, which I found out. So she didn't exist until the tree had been converted into a chair. She's got her story, though. I mean, I'm sure she's still sticking to it. That lady's probably like in her 60s or 70s right now if she's still alive. Need to look her up. The whole is bigger than the sum of its weight. Exactly. Not every tree can be a chair. But every chair has been a tree. She gotta be dead. I doubt. People like that, they live forever. The more delusional you are, the longer you live. That's what I found out. And I have no clue what her real name was. What? At that point, Frank, you should have been like, I need to write this shit down because years from now, I'm going to need this information. I mean, you look her up on Facebook. Maybe she has a picture of the actual chair. Yeah. I should post on Facebook what the chair lady's real name was. Someone's got her. You got to post that, please. Please. We got to find this lady. Not to harass her or anything. Just to find out if she's still out there. Then I'm going to send her a message and be like, you were my substitute teacher and you were a chair. Are you still a chair? Do it, Frank. Do it. And she'd be like, no, the doctors at the asylum said that I was never a chair. There's somebody that you went to school with that knows her exact name. Maybe who lived near her or something. And then we can have something else to talk about. Yes, perfect. Sean says the new season of The Handmaid's Tale drops tomorrow. It's gonna be on fire, or like it could be like a match, like a fire thing. I never saw Handmaid's Tale. I'm not really interested in that. I think because my mother loves that. Fucking loved the book, loves the show, talks about it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested. All we had was a hot substitute teacher that we all cheered at when she walked in the room. I did not have any hot substitute teachers that I can remember. I did have a couple of really hot teachers in junior high that had phenomenal asses, the 12-year-old me remembers. So when I started touching myself, it was mostly just spank bank stuff about them. But really nothing in high school. the matter? The dog's been here all morning. My wife had to take her aunt to the doctor's, and so she left the dog here. And the dog slept till like almost noon. I didn't even know if she was here for half of the time she was here. But now she's What are you doing, Alice? Now she just wandered around looking for my wife. Looking to see if I dropped any food. Alice, yeah, Alice. The dog is Alice. I didn't name the dog. Which weird is she was probably in her 20s, but we all thought she was the hot older lady. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna find that hot substitute teacher, and you're gonna be like, wait a minute, you're 52? You know. Do you let Alice wander around the house alone, or is she locked in your office? She wanders. Her and the two cats kind of circle each other. Usually my wife's here. If my wife had just gone to work today, she always takes the dog with her, because the dog has spina bifida, and so she can't control her bowels, so she wears a diaper. I barely change my kids' diapers. I'm definitely not changing a dog diaper, and that's fine. That was the agreement we had when my wife got the dog. It was from one of her sister's dogs, many litters, because her sister refused to get any of her dogs fixed, and they would get out all the time. So yeah, Alice she's like part Chihuahua and part whatever those little hot dog things are. Dachshund. Yeah. So right now, anyway, she was on the couch. Shelly left, and Shelly should be back probably within the hour. Is she wearing chains? No, we don't put chains. The dog probably wouldn't be able to lift chains. Oh, I remember the crazy sister. Those are some good stories. Yeah. Thank God she's gone, and now Tom is here in her place. So now I went from crazy sister-in-law to Tom being here. If you're going to have a pet that wears diapers, make it a monkey. If you make it a monkey, then how does he throw his poop at you when he's mad? You're not thinking this like throw. Dotson, yes. Wiener dog, yes. She could have been Alice in Chains. I see what you did there. I don't think my wife would appreciate that. I'm not a big grunge fan. Maybe for Halloween we'll put her in some chains. So there you go. And then at 4 o'clock we have to leave here. Yeah, we'll put her in a box. Exactly. She's the dog in a box. And if she takes her diaper off, she'll be covered in her shit. So that does make sense. 4 o'clock we have to leave because we have to go to Gainesville to hang out with her Aunt Bobby. Her Aunt Bobby, who is 92, and her boyfriend Don, who is also 92. We're going to dinner with them. And then in October, they're getting married. Which is just insane. A couple of 92-year-olds are going to get married. Okay, alright, whatever. Hopefully you guys have some prenups. I Don't Like Grunge knows all the lyrics to Alice in Chains. I didn't say I didn't like grunge. I said my wife didn't like grunge. That's the plot of a cozy mystery novel. Yeah, pretty much. Don is a playa. I imagine you have to sing Don't Come Around Here No More when you go to Gainesville. I believe you do. That, or what's the Less Than Jake is also a Gainesville band of lesser notoriety than Tom Petty. Yeah, her aunt has lived there for like a million years. She's on the hospital board. She's on the Santa Fe College board. She's worth a crap ton of money. And I guess this guy is too. Supposedly he's got money. But the thing was, like, she called her the lawyer, and she's like, well, you know, we have like a handshake arrangement. The lawyer's like, yeah, no, you can't do that because he has kids, and I'm thinking, how old is his kids? If he's 92, what is his kids? 70? She's like, no, then everybody's gonna end up fighting over money. That's not, just. So hopefully they're keeping everything separate. We didn't like the guy, to be honest with you. He was here for Thanksgiving. He's kind of rude to her, and he just didn't seem like he had a really good sense of humor. So we're going to give this a shot tonight, and I'm hoping that he was just had a bad day, and he's going to be very nice to us, especially to my wife, or my wife is going to lose her shit. Should they have been called Less Than Tom? I believe that was the original name of the band. If I sang anything in New Jersey to be the Misfits, as it should be. And that's why you're not allowed in New Jersey. Because when you cross that 9 bridge into Slayerville, that's all the kids used to say growing Slayerville. Shut up. Everyone is doing great, Chet. Thank you for asking. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to go down to, or go across, I guess, to... Nobody except Chad identifies the Misfits with New Jersey. Yeah, when you say New Jersey bands, people say, oh, Bon Jovi and Springsteen. Nobody says the Misfits. That is true. If you're from New Jersey, you don't. That doesn't even quantify. Doesn't even quantify. Tomorrow, I am invited to a whatever science school thing for their career day. I will be there talking about a career as an author. That should be interesting to 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. It's like a 9 a.m. to noon thing, and then they give us lunch, and then I go home. That should be interesting. So that should be very, very interesting. I don't see Bon Jovi at Madison Square Garden anymore because he's not really touring anymore. But you know what? If he said, "Hey, tomorrow I'm going to be playing Madison Square Garden," he would still sell out. He still has a huge fan base. I don't like any of the Bon Jovi music over the last 20 years or so, but he would still sell the damn thing out. Another Ramon died. Which one was this? Yeah, Madison Square Garden is in New York. He would still sell out Giant Stadium. I like how Chad argues with us like anything he says is going to change anybody's opinion on this side. There's Nick Zinn. Jesus. Shecky Ramon died? No! Shecky was my favorite. So we're not going to get a original Ramones reunion, except if we go to heaven. That sucks. People are just dropping like flies, just dying and stuff. Because he's not touring anymore, neither were the Misfits. It was their first show since '85 here in Michigan, excluding the grave stuff. Alright. The Misfits play anywhere in New Jersey, they're going to play at friggin' Dingbats in Clifton in front of 50 drunk people. And you know, back in the day, in the 80s, you know who they were playing for? 50 people, drunk people. Did the Misfits sell at the Pontiac Silverdome? I don't think so. Not to bash Joey, but I don't think he could sell at Madison Square Garden because of that voice. Not to bash you, Chad, but I think he could still sell it out. It just might not be a good concert. But I think if he said, hey, we're playing Madison Square Garden, tickets go on sale, that shit would be sold out pretty darn quick. Because of the nostalgia of Bon Jovi. Who sold more albums, let's be honest, sold more albums even on his worst albums than the Misfits have sold in their entire career. And I love the Misfits, but you can't compare the Misfits to Bon Jovi. Doesn't make any sense. What are you writing on today? I am writing on Down and Dirty 5. I am almost 17,000 words into 63,000 words on this. And yeah, I gotta go. I didn't write, when did I not write? Saturday I didn't write. Saturday I had a book signing at the Flagler Beach Library, which is good. There's like 25 authors there. And it really sucked because we had to get up at like 6:30 in the morning. And then drive an hour and a half down there. Actually, drive an hour and a half, drop off the dog, Alice, with my mom to watch, with her dog. And then we went, got Duncan, and we went to Flagler, and I sold a few books, gave out a ton of bookmarks and business cards, which is nice. For some reason, like 7 or 8 of the people there were from New Jersey. So we talked about where were you born? You know, that kind of thing. When did you move down here? Because a lot of Palm Coast is Jersey people. They fed us pub sub, which is nice. And then my mom showed up with my daughter and her boyfriend. My mom never leaves the house. They came up, and then we went to a Chinese buffet that had just opened in Palm Coast, which is very good. And then we picked up the dog, and then we came home. That was a good day Saturday, but no time for writing. I wrote yesterday, though. Speaking of Bon Jovi, I was watching the Smashing Pumpkins guy interview Richie Sambora on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure Sam Mora was either A, still dedicated to serving up pre-rehearsed Bon Jovi safe answers to questions, or he was on some good crap. Or both. Likely both. I saw that. I have not watched that, but I saw like a little YouTube, there's like a clip. If you like scroll on it, it starts, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's high as a kite. He also looks like your aunt who gave you beer when you were a kid. Her and your other aunt, Steven Tyler. I saw that Mr. Frankie sounded and acted wasted. Corgan has had some great interviews on his new podcast, but that one was embarrassing. I bet Billy wasn't happy with Dude It Should Have Smashed. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he would rather have everybody. He would rather just have every interview be like Gene Simmons be a total fucking dick. I really got to. Frank, did you see? And Chad, did you see the? I saw it a couple times now. People are posting it. It's like Kiss from, I'm guessing, late 80s. It's Gene and Paul being interviewed on some show. They're not. They're wearing their leather, and Gene has his scruff on his face. You know, so it's well after the makeup period. And basically they asked Paul, like, why are you doing this or something? You know, like what's, and he's like, it's you know, we do what we love. It's for the fans and everything. It's not about how many albums you sell. It's not about how many concerts get sold. It's not about how many women you have sex with. And you know, he's like, it's not about that. It's not about groupies. It's not about all this. And Gene got pissed, and he's like, whoa, let's stop this right here. Why are you attacking me? Like, why are you sitting? And Paul is just staring straight, and he's like, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. And I'm like, oh, this is not the first time this has been brought up. I'm sure they were arguing beforehand. I don't know what it was on. I watched, but I've seen it a couple of times now. And there's Peter Marsh. And I'm like, wow, this is like Gene was like pissed. I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't get the notification. Well, I'm on. I don't get anybody's notification. I saw that clip years ago, and it was great. Gene, yeah, not happy at all. Like, he was just like, why are you attacking me? And Paul didn't even look at him. The best part was Paul just going, yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Probably from when Paul was pissed. Yeah, probably that album when Paul basically did everything. And then I'm sure they had to do press for it, and then Gene shows back up. Good times. Yeah, I don't get anybody's thing that they're on Twitch anymore. I don't know why. I didn't stop it. I didn't like, no, I don't want any notifications, but I don't get any for anybody. What are you working on today? I'm working on Down and Dirty 5. I'm about 17,000 words in. Chaz says, yeah, and then Gene stopped the interview and was like, listen, don't talk down to me like that. That's not cool. And Paul was just going, yeah, he's just looking up. Yeah, Paul, the best part of it is Paul didn't look at him once. He was just looking at the interviewer, just like, let's keep it going. I get a notification on my Yahoo if I'm at my desk at work. I hop on. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I also want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe, and also to follow me on YouTube. I have over 500 videos on there now, which is a lot of videos, and I'll have more videos up each and every day. Because why the hell not? Really? Armand also asks that you follow Creepy Couch on YouTube. I did not say that. I did not say that. Watch all the videos twice. I did not say twice. I said maybe I said watch them once if you have to. I never would say watch them twice. Always end up liking the TikToks you post, whether you are about coffee or an unboxing video. Or anything else now. I will start posting book reviews. I think I'm going to start doing some book reviews. I should have done the book review on the nuclear assault book, but I gave it to Tom. So when Tom is done reading that book and being disappointed in it, hopefully he gives it back, and then I will do a review of it. Usually there are about, pretty much every day you're going to get another coffee one. Anyone go to the recent con? I don't believe anybody here did. So far only a few people have laughed at my question about the chair lady. What the hell, people? We need an answer. I haven't gone to any cons in 2025. I usually hit up the Ghoulish Book Festival. Reading, it looks like they're not going to have a Ghoulish Book Festival next year. I think that's what I read. I don't know. Yeah, I will not be going back to AuthorCon. Technically, I could have gone this year, but by that point, I was like, I already talked myself out of it, and I was like, they're just not my people anymore. They were saying they might do it, and but they were worried about inviting people to Texas. Yeah. You know what? Here's my thing. And it has nothing to do with politics. What the hell are you inviting people to Texas for to begin with? Sorry. It's the politics and trans people and blah blah blah. We're gonna try to get ahead of this or in front of this or something. I don't know. Is there an emoji? Pretty much. And I'm not saying it's not a valid thing if you have a problem, but that should be your personal. Hey, I'm not going to Texas. Like, this year's BoucherCon is in New Orleans, but next year, 2026, will be in Calgary. And a lot of people are already being idiots, and they're like, well, we're not going to go to Canada. And so everybody's like, all right, whatever, well, And then, of course, then you got that one ass was like, well, by that point, next year it'll be the 51st state. And then they started a big argument. I just, I just muted all of that. I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, I'm not going to Calgary. You know why? Because I don't want to fly to Calgary. And who the hell, anything nice? There's nothing in Calgary. Come on. But I also might not go 2 years later. It's in Indianapolis. I'm like, I don't want to go to Indianapolis either. The vibe I got was Scares was kind of quiet this year. Yeah, that's what I got. So, and somebody we all know very well posted that they will skip it from now on. And so Shelley talked to that person, and basically they just said it wasn't just it was a different crowd, and it wasn't they were looking for splatterpunk, but really they were looking for extreme horror. They just don't know the difference because those people are stupid. I said it. So you had a lot of those douches. Oh, what's the hardest thing you have? Give me some baby fights, but don't wait till page 81. Give me a baby fight on page 1. I only go to Texas to see the basement of the Alamo. Yeah, well, I mean that's a good feature. Only to see if there's treasure hidden there. Have you found the treasure yet, Nick? I will be back on Wednesday. Wednesday, I will have a rare day off this week. Thursday, then, I have my doctor's appointment, my follow-up visit for my not sciatica on Thursday. And I've been doing great with it. I've been eating better. I've been actually doing some of the exercises. And last week, remember I told everybody last Monday, I said, they canceled my appointment. Come to find out, a couple days later, that that location is one of 7 Jacksonville orthopedic something or others, JOI, that are being closed by the end of next month. And everybody working there had gotten notices, so I'm guessing at least 1 or 2 people already quit and found another job, or they just like, screw this, I'm just going to take all my vacation time before I lose my job. So at least now I know why they never called me back to reschedule. Texas has some great bands: DRI, Dead Horse, Parachute, Pantera, good food, lots of good folks. Lansdale, I didn't even know you knew who that was. You'll know where I'll find it. Tom too. I watched the Gilgo Beach doc. It was good, as good as a doc about murdering innocent girls can be. Yeah, sometimes those are fun. That's the Long Island one. Long Island. I saw the commercial for that, but I'm like, is it going to be anything new? Because I've seen this story literally 10 times. In fact, they did a one of those movies of the week kind of things about it, and there was several different documentaries about the creepy dudes who lived there. Oh, I thought you meant fun. I thought you'd be like, oh, this is gonna. Oh my god, that was so much fun. All these chicks brought out to the island for these parties, and then they were killed. What fun! That's what I thought you meant. So, really, my bad on that one. I misread the room. Yeah, I go to the doctor on Thursday, and then Thursday night we are going to see the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp baseball team play. So there's a sports writer, first or last name Kelly, I don't know, from Detroit. And he's older than me, so he's got to be in his 60s. And he's been to every single major league game or stadium. And now he had hit 47 minor league in the last couple years of the 120 different stadiums, different teams. So he had read my baseball book, and he had messaged me a couple weeks ago. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be down there, I'm flying in. I'm going to hit a bunch of Florida ones, and I'm going to be on the 10th. I'll be at Jacksonville, and so are you going to the game? I would love to meet you and buy you a beer. And I was like, yeah. Is there really a baseball team called Jumbo Shrimp? Yes. They've been around since 2017. That's not even close to the weirdest or craziest minor league baseball team. That's the idea, giant jumbo shrimp, because we catch them in the off the coast. And the oxymoron is because it's a giant city. Jacksonville is the biggest landmass city in the contiguous 48, but is also a small town feel, is what they try to push on us. That's why jumbo shrimp made sense. You don't go to the store and buy a bag of jumbo shrimp, 21 to a bag usually. Fucking delicious. Yeah, oyster catchers. Yeah, trash pandas. So anyway, so he's going to be down. So he was at the Daytona Beach Tortugas last night, and I told him, I said, go to McKay's and grab a beer. Which is McKay's is the bar that was in The Sea Was Angry book. He went and got a beer. He liked it, so he's going to meet us. He told us what section he was going to be staying in. So I was like, I said, you know what? Let's go to the game on Thursday night. So we got tickets in the same section. Yep, Isotopes. So we're going to the game on Thursday, which should be nice. And then I don't know what the hell we're doing this weekend. What the hell does that even say? I don't know. So I don't know what we're doing. And then on the 17th, Thursday, the following Thursday, we leave I got my author lunch at 11 a.m. And then I'm going to we're going to drop Tom off back home, and then we are off for our 10-year anniversary at Tybee Island for a couple days, and then Sunday is Easter. We're going to have everybody over for Easter. Sand Gnats became the bananas, I think. Yes, they did. A lot of crazy, fun, crazy team name. Not fun like Frank watching that documentary and thinking, oh my god, these girls are getting killed. This is a lot of fun. Legitimate fun names. Not many teams these days just have the parent name. You know, like the Red Sox, Worcester Red Sox. They were Pawtucket Red Sox for a million years. Now they're Worcester. Yeah, the buttered rolls, New Jersey pork rolls. Lots of those names. Names that have nothing to do with the parent club. Yeah, the Sox. Yeah. Tom Duffy's Sox. At the Sox games, he gives out copies of the book. I mean, if you get thrown out of the game, that's your punishment. We're not sending you to jail. You have to take this book home with you. You should get season tickets and write a book about your experience. That seems like a lot of work. It's funny though, because we were looking at the I was looking at the roster after we got the tickets. I'm like, I mean, and I still follow, but I was looking to see if Shelly would know anybody, and literally there's one player that's still on the team from 4 years ago, 3 years ago when we stopped going. Like, man, all the good players got traded for other supposed good players that didn't pan out, and all the bad players got cut. A view from my sock, my season living. No, I would not read that. I'm going to be honest with you. So hopefully my wife will be home soon. I'm going to jump in and take a shower, get some shaving in. Got to look presentable. I think we are going out to dinner tonight too, which is good. Because her aunt's 92 and weighs, I don't know, like 20 pounds. I think I told the story the last time we went there. We were supposed to go for lunch and we were a little late. And she was like, well, I thought you guys had stopped for lunch, so I made a sandwich. So, here, help yourself. And she had these tiny little pieces of bread, like this big. And, the only cold cut she had was chicken. Like, who the hell buys chicken? You buy ham and salami. Who the hell buys chicken? And she had chicken, and she had some kind of weird cheese I never even heard of. It's like you literally had to fold the piece of chicken into quarters to get it on the bread. And so we made and I said to Shelly, just give me one sandwich. And there were potato chips, and I was like, I'll eat some potato chips, but I don't eat chicken. This is disgusting. It wasn't bad. And that was it. That was lunch. And when we left there, I'm like, are we going to stop at McDonald's or Wendy's or something? So when I asked my wife this morning, I'm like, is she making dinner? She goes, no. She said she has reservations for somewhere. All right. Hopefully it's not something weird. Like, she's like, we're going to this French restaurant or this Indian restaurant. Or, I hope you like sushi. Something like that. Just pick a normal friggin' restaurant. It literally is what it was like. It was literally Spinal Tap catering, but if there was only like 6 pieces of chicken on the there. But yeah, it was that was this tiny little pieces of bread. Can't believe Armand hasn't gone over his Minecraft movie review. That's coming. My daughter asked me that time. She's like, "You're going to see the Minecraft movie?" I said, "No." I said, "No," and I'm going to give you 2 reasons. Jack Black, Jason Momoa. No, thank you. Jack Black is just a little bit too much over the top. I'm not a real fan of. I'm not a Jim Carrey fan at all. And Robin Williams got to be annoying because he's always on. I hate actors, comedians that they always have to be on. They always have. That annoys the shit out of me. Just have a conversation. You know what I mean? But no, Jack Black always has to be the wacky fucking guy. No, thank you. And Jason Momoa, what the hell are you doing with your career, buddy? So, no. I mean, listen, here's the thing, Nick. When it comes out on, Netflix or something, yeah, I'll probably sit down one night and watch it. Played a little Minecraft yesterday. I built a dirt pyramid into the sky. Is it Jack Black's beard that gets you? No, it's just him. I'm not a big fan of the beard, but I just like all of it. You know, it's the personality that's just like. I feel like if you had to hang out with him for a night, after a couple hours, you'd be like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and don't wait for me," and then I would just leave. Would you play Minecraft on a PC? Yes. I play Minecraft Java on the PC, but I play by myself. I don't play in the with other people. I don't like playing with other people. I would ghost Jack Black if I was hanging out with him. I would hang out with him for a couple hours, and then I think he would annoy the shit out of me. He's one of those people that would just always be on, and like, where's the cameras? Where's the camera? You know, like that kind of. And I would just like, no. If I was stuck with him and Jim Carrey in the same room, I would have to kill both of them. I would just pick up Jim Carrey's probably weighs less. I would beat Jack Black with him until they were both pulverized. I've been playing like the same Minecraft world for like over a year now. Just fucking ripping it apart, leveling it to the ground and building buildings and dirt pyramids and stuff. Man, that sounds like a movie from the early 2000s. Jack Black can stay in Mr. Frank's room for MondoCon. Yeah, exactly. Actually, so it looks like Chuck will be here for MondoCon, and Nick, you will be here for MondoCon. And then, since we have the extra room, and I'm not inviting anybody else, I don't think anybody else is worthy to come. Tom will probably just end up staying here from Thursday on, because there's no way I'm getting up in the morning to drive over there to pick him up, and the first morning that Jess drops him off late, I'm going to be mad. So it's easier. He just comes out here and just hangs out and stays with us the whole time. A lot easier. It should be good. And then nobody will be on the couch, so Shelly can stay up. And then we'll have all the locals come. And then Shelly's 50th birthday bash on Saturday night. Should be off the chain. There's Ben, who did not show up at my book signing on Saturday for some lame reason. And we hired Vern, the DJ, to DJ her 50th party now. So we'll have, the electric slide and stuff we can all do. Jack Black being here for MondoCon would be awful. Oh, Ben. Maybe after I take a quick nap this afternoon, and then shower and shave, and then I will play a little Minecraft before 4 o'clock before we leave. I'm definitely still playing my baseball game all the time, and the one on my phone. Ooh. Alright, I think I'm wrapping this up. Thanks for popping in 55 minutes after, Ben. Talk to me about the weather, because it's awful here. Oh, yeah, you guys have bad. Yeah, it's bad here, too. 86 degrees, a little windy out. I only did 30 minutes after. Yeah. Yeah, people, get here on time. You never know when I'm leaving. Like right now, I'm leaving. I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Bring your A game. Frank brought a phenomenal story in about the chair lady. I want more of those stories, or you will not be invited back. All right, talk to everybody later.